Toler. Yeah, real quick, let's get to the main event. I want you to kind of, tee up this main and talk about these guys. Tell everybody what they expect in the main event. 147 for the WBA Continental title. You got Quashawn Toler and Vlad Panin.
Both 17-1.
Both 17-1. Both very talented fighters. Both fighting at 147, campaigning at 147. And 147 division is stacked, right?
Yes.
And now we had the super fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. And I was at that fight, and I honestly was blown away by Terence Crawford's performance, man. It was just incredible. Okay, but now it's like everybody's been waiting. The Jaron Ennis's and the Rashidis and all these guys have been waiting. Yeah. So it's like, okay, now let's see what's going to happen with this division. And guys like Quashawn Toler, who he was in camp with the Charlo, I told you.
Yeah, sure.
In the Woodlands in Texas and stuff, and we met him
before the Canelo Alvarez fight.
Right, and we met him out there, and it's like he was looking for an opportunity. So it's like we talked to him, we talked to his coaching staff and his team, and said, hey, if there's an opportunity to get on, let me know. And Vlad, the same thing. He fought on one of my cards in Canada, and his manager Sam works very closely with us, as you know.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, hey, why don't you put Vlad on? It's like, why not? Yeah. Great fight, 17 wins, 17 wins. It's like, let's see who's ready to take the next steps of their career, and maybe get to the point where it's like you can fight like a Rocha, or you can fight like a Rashidi or someone like that, right? So it's like you take that next step, right? There's so many guys, Shawn, that are waiting to take that next step, So it's like we're just trying to give them a chance.
Like I know.
Yeah, I know you know. I'm just saying. I'm telling you.
This is a fight you don't get till you're right there for a title.
Title eliminator.
Yeah, a title eliminator. This is a title eliminator fight.
Exactly. So
you're getting quality fights at Red Isle.
Right. We want them to be quality fights, and we want to give people opportunities in and out of the ring. That's what this is about, providing opportunities to people, right? I've been very fortunate. I've been blessed in my life, I've been blessed with great relationships above all else, and it's like, this is a part of my legacy plans, It's like I love this sport, loved it my whole life. And it's like, like I told you guys earlier, it's like one thing happened, everything happens for a reason. It's like, one step in front of the other.
Keeping you going.
Keep me going, and it's like, I just can't stop. I just can't stop, and I think we're onto something. I think the brand is, we're going to be a household name very soon. Yeah. And people are going to know the brand. They're going to know that it means like quality fights, and it means great fan experience at the venue. Nice time with your friends, good food, good beverages, good service. You know what I mean? And telling the fighter stories. Yeah. Like we want to know about these guys. We want these guys to be, recognized.
Super important.
Yeah.
And Gabe, what's really important with the sport of boxing is the media outlets, the YouTube channels. Are you inviting of those guys to come out to credentials and all that stuff?
Anyone who wants to work with us, we want to work with.
Okay.
Anyone bringing eyeballs to the sport, I support it.
Okay.
Anyone thinking about things differently than have been traditionally thought of, I'm all for that. Okay. Change is the most important thing in life. Okay. It's like you have to change, otherwise you're not going to make it, man. So it's like I welcome all of the changes that are happening now, especially on the broadcast side, which we didn't really talk about. But like, for example, Showtime and Showbox, right?
Yeah.
After how many years was it? Like 37 years or something?
Yeah.
Like me growing up, right? Larry Merchant and like a Harold Letterman card. And it's like,
HBO
even HBO guys, and like even Roy Jones was on there doing Emmanuel Stewart. You remember Emmanuel Stewart doing the commentary and stuff like that, right? And Jim Lampley, in HBO.
Lamps.
Those guys and those moments and those fights back in those days, right? It's like when I hear HBO and Showtime's getting out of boxing, it's like, man, it's like when you heard about Cosby. It's like, please don't do that to my childhood. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, don't take that away from me. Right?
Yeah.
But it's at the same time, it's opened an opportunity up.
Yes, sir.
For a lot of these non-traditional medias and different YouTube sides and all these guys to like okay, let's see if we can find our own lane. Yeah. And I think that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to fill a gap that exists.
Love it. February 2nd, we're in Houston on the DAZN. Make sure you guys tune in. If you're in the Houston area, make sure you come on out and enjoy the night of boxing, competitive boxing, and excellent venue and the energy that I experienced my first time being down there was pretty fun and special, and I know it's only gonna get better. So.
Right.
I wanted to bring you in for this one. I know we coming back. We were just back. We were just here in December. Coming back in February. We got one April.
Yeah. Got one April. We got a May show. We're going to do a Mexican-style Cinco de Mayo show.
There you go.
We're going to take June and July off. Then we're going to do August, September, October, and November. Those will be the last 4 shows of the year.
Yeah.
But always on Fridays because, again, it's kind of like a nostalgia play. Friday night fights, if you guys remember.
Yeah, sure.
It was just like so exciting. Also makes sense from a television standpoint, a media standpoint, not to really compete on Saturday night with all the other sporting events that are going on. Mm-hmm. So Friday is a good day, and also Salida. Shout out to Salida. I saw they're doing Tuesday nights on DAZN at DAZN as well.
Okay.
So I wish them all the best as well because of course they're trying to carve out at times where it's like boxing fans can know that hey, this is what's happening, right? So. We want to work with as many people as we can that want to support this vision because ultimately we do want to continue building out these facilities in different markets.
Perfect.
And we want to put the organizational structure in place so hopefully it can become a league one day.
Yes, sir.
That's what the idea is.